Alright, hello YouTube, this is EvilPoke5 and I will be doing a deck preview for what I will be using in tournaments, and I know that it's been a long time since I have done a video. I was saving up money to get myself a tripod for a camera. I am not that old for a job, but I have finally got one. Now my videos will be more stable, and now I won't be having to hold a phone. So now let's just get on with this preview, which is my satellite cannon burn deck. And it also is a stall. So let's test this out. I hope you enjoy. I am missing one card, but you will find about that later. Alright, first what you need for this deck is three blast spheres. Sorry I messed that up. It is blast spheres. Now what this does is, as long as they are face down and is targeted for an attack, before damage calculation, it will equip to your monster. And then it will destroy it during its next standby phase. And then next is a card that you should all know, and if you don't, you're pretty stupid, is three marshmallows. While this card is face down, if it's attacked while it's face down, the attacker takes 1,000 damage. Yeah, I know, pretty good. It's at 3. And then next is another card you should know. If you don't, you're still pretty stupid. Is two Spirit Reapers. This card can be destroyed by battle, but its one weakness is if it's targeted for an effect, it is instantly destroyed. And now, one of the good monsters in this deck, not the heart of the deck, but it is three satellite cannons. Now, it is a level 5 monster, so it does require a sacrifice, but it can't be destroyed except by a level 7 or higher. And every one of my end phases, it'll gain 1,000 attack, but when I attack, it is reduced to 0. Yes, by the way, I'm using my Celavori Calcos mat, brought to you by Yugioh's World. And now for the final monsters are three stealth birds. I know I have got continuous amounts of monsters that are like these. They are just copies and stuff, but it keeps the deck consistent. I couldn't think of anything else to put in here. So yeah, we've got the three stealth birds. Whenever it's flip summoned, my opponent will take 1,000 damage. And now let's get into the spells. Now that I've got 3 Pot of Dualities, I know that may seem stupid to some people, but it keeps the deck going a little bit. So basically, you just reveal the top 3, add 1 to your hand, and put the other 2 into your deck. Keeps it going. That way, if you don't have a monster, you can possibly get one. It's always a possibility. And then, my other 3 spells are 3 Shooting Star Bow Seals. If you don't know what this does, I can equip it to a monster. It loses 1,000 attack, but it can attack my opponent directly. This is a good combination, if I can ever get a good turn with it, for my 3 satellite cannons. And that is just so that if they have a decent amount of attack, I can attack them directly, and that'll be well worth losing the attack. But like I said, these are cards that are able to be discarded. I haven't said that yet, but these are the type of cards that can be discarded if you want to discard them. They are not the heart of the deck, so they're there if I ever want to use them, if they're backup. But they're able to be discarded if you have people like Dark Worlds and all that kind of people. All the annoying people that make you discard. So yeah. Now our next 3 spells are 3 Wave Motion Cannons. And what this does is, basically every one of my standby phases, it gains a turn counter, and I can destroy it, and based on how many turn counters it has, it deals a multiple of 1,000 damage for each turn counter. And now then, these next spell cards are the ones that basically hold the stall together. 2 Messenger of Peace, and then 2 Level Limit Area Bees. Alright, first off, we'll start with the Messengers of Peace. What they do is, monsters with 1,500 or more attack can't attack. But the only bad part about this spell is I have to pay 100 life points, or I can destroy the card. That's why I have 2. And now for the level limit area Bs, all level 4s and higher go to defense mode. It's a continuous trap, the same with Messenger of Peace, So constantly, say you summon a Blue Eyes while this thing's been on the field for for a long amount of turns, which it usually is. It doesn't matter. It goes straight to defense. And I know I mentioned Blue Eyes, and nobody uses them that much anymore. I don't care, but still. Now then, two cards that also go together that are not the heart of the deck. It's just there if you're ever lucky enough to get them. It's kind of like Satellite Cannon and my stupid little Shooting Star Bows. They are able to be discarded. They're just there, which is Bad Reaction to Samuchi and Gift Card. If you don't know what these are, Gift Card makes you gain 3,000 life points. I know it seems bad in a burn deck, right? Right? It just seems bad. But Bad Reaction to Samuchi allows me to basically just, yeah, you can't see it, my camera's bad. It basically, if I would make my opponent gain life points, he would lose them instead. So that would be basically minus 3,000 life points. Pretty good card. Next we have 3 Secret Barrels. Basically what these cards do, you lose a multiple of 200 life points for every card in your hand and on the field. So say I set 2 down on my first turn, you draw a card, I play both of them, that's 2,400 right off the bat. Very good card in my opinion, it does a lot. And now then, 2 more cards that do a lot of stall, which is Gravity Bind. Level 4s and higher cannot attack. So yeah, that's basically it. And another 2 cards. This is what I love using in 6 Samurais. Ojama Trio. What this does is it special summons 3 Ojama tokens to my opponent's side of the field. And when they're destroyed, it deals 300 for each one that's destroyed. So say they destroy 1 for something, or I do, I could just activate another one and occupy all of their all their monster zones. Now I've got 2 magic cylinders. Alright, I hope you know what this does. Basically, if my opponent attacks, I can negate the attack and deal damage equal to its monster's attack points. So yeah, pretty good card if I ever don't get my stall up. Now then, this next card is, I only have 1 of it. That's why my deck is at 39 cards. I need 1 more of it, is just Desserts. What this card does is, for each monster you have on the field, it deals multiples of 500 based on how many you actually have. I need 1 more of this card. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay guys, so that basically wraps it up on all my monster spells and traps. This has been my Satellite Cannon burn deck. Just leave it down in the comments and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But leave it down in the comments if you enjoyed the video. Tell me if you think that I should add anything. Do a Yu-Gi-Oh box opening. I might be saving up my money for a Yu-Gi-Oh box. Leave it down in the comments if you want me to try and open one. If you want to see it. And also let me know if you want to see a deck. I might want to do a video on my friend's deck. He has got another stall deck that is actually pretty cheap. But yeah, just let me know. And by the way, this deck, very easy to make. It only costs about 20 bucks rather than a bunch of expensive decks. Pretty good deck too. Beat 6 Samurais to a pulp. So yeah, this has been Evil Poke 5 after a long break. And alright guys, signing off.